Cup listeners, we are back and better than ever because Mr. Addy Oberoi is back in the country. This man was gone on his honeymoon. First and foremost, Cup clap, congratulations on the honeymoon.
Thank you, legend. Thank
Tell
you.
us
Appreciate
tell
it.
us a little bit about it real quick to kick off the episode, and then
Fun as
we've
hell.
got some fun topics to get into for you today. But yeah, I
Yeah.
want to hear all about it.
No, fun as hell, dude. If you haven't been, I say go. The bugs are crazy, but outside of that, it's just an awesome environment. A lot of good animals. You're
Where
living in a
Costa Rica,
jungle.
right?
Costa Rica, yeah. So
Yeah,
we're
yeah.
in La Fortuna and Manuel Antonio. So two great places for honeymooners. Two great relaxing places. A lot of not lagoons. What do you call them? I'm forgetting the name of what you call them, but a lot of pools, a lot of jungles,
Is it
activities.
cenotes?
No, what am I talking
They
about?
have those in
Springs,
Mexico, so that's right.
hot springs. That's what I'm talking
Ah,
about.
okay,
Yeah,
okay, okay.
lagoons, fucking lagoons. A lot of hot
That would be
springs. It's just
cool.
yeah, really relaxing and a lot of cool animals. So if you haven't had the opportunity to make it there, do it. It's way cheaper than going to like a Hawaii or one of the fucking islands for your honeymoon, and you kind of get the exact same experience. Great people, pura vida, baby. So it was awesome, but it's Colts football time, dude. I missed the draft. We missed talking about it on an episode. So um, just wanted to get your insight on. I think the Colts had a good draft. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's pretty standard across the board. Everyone that I've seen, at least media wise, both national and local, has them sitting at like a B or B plus, which I'm totally cool with.
I
I
saw
mean,
A's. I saw a few A's
yeah,
out there
I saw a few A's as
with no
well. Yeah,
first
yeah,
round pick.
from
Take
A
it.
minus. I think
Yeah.
if you look at just round two and three, it's pretty easy to say that the Colts got an A because just the value when you look at it, right? Like CJ Allen, so excited for him. He's a
Yeah.
guy who
We
I
didn't talk
didn't
about him.
have a ton of, you know, eyes on him. I was more thinking about Jacob Rodriguez. I was thinking about Anthony Hill Jr. But if you think about it, we should have had eyes on CJ Allen because he's a Chris Ballard prototype
And
guy.
he's 21, dude, or like 20
Yeah,
years old.
he's
Mike
the
for
kind
a
of
long
guy
time.
he's the kind of guy that Ballard would target, as far as at that linebacker position. So thought it was really cool as well that CJ Allen is officially going to be wearing number 53,
Yep.
carrying on the legacy of our boy Darius Shaquille Leonard.
I
So
know.
yeah,
Goat.
super excited about that. I think that number will look good on him. Um, I love the third round pick in Halsey. I think from just the way he goes about him, like the way he carries himself.
Yeah.
He talked about already online. He said, "I want to leave a bigger legacy in Indy than Andrew Luck and things of that nature." So I think that's cool. He's a guy that is going to come in from day one with a chip on his shoulder. I think he's a guy who believes that he could have been a top 2 round talent, right?
Yeah.
But he fell to the third. So just the first two picks for sure, at least for me, were just excellent, classic Chris Ballard looking for value, right? Picks where it's like you're just getting great value out of them. And a lot of people thought that they would both go a lot earlier than what they did. So
Yeah.
really happy about those two. And then we had got a couple cool like local angles, like a couple local guys like Caden Curry. Um, Grew up in Indianapolis and went to Ohio State, so that was pretty cool.
You're missing my
Other than that,
most favorite pick of the draft. Round 4, baby. We got the most
far
powerful
yeah,
offensive lineman. I mean, Sperano just absolutely loves him. You can see in the draft video that they released on YouTube, like they were fighting for him. They were thinking he was going to go in the third round. I really think 2, 3, and 4 was just. I mean, they still have to play meaningful games, but just eye test and name test. I mean, it was just a phenomenal first 3 rounds for the Colts.
mhm,
2, 3, and 4. Speaking on Halsey, I mean, they were debating taking him at alongside. I think it was Lucas out of Illinois. They were debating taking Lucas, the edge out of Illinois, C.J. Allen, and A.J. Halsey in the second round. So to get their second round, one of their
wow.
second round players in the third round is massive, and then to still land Jalen Farmer, and then I mean the rest is 4, 5, and 6. They talked about it in the video. They feel like they do a better job in the 4th through 7th rounds than most teams because they put in a lot more work there. And yeah, Chris Ballard hasn't been the best, drafter or best GM, but he's fairly good in finding talent in the middle rounds. I mean, you're talking about guys like Zaire Franklin as an example. We got Bernard, I think, in like the 3rd or 4th round or something like
Mhm.
that. So to get guys like Jalen Farmer, Backups like Bryce Bodiger, who I think still needs some work. George Gums, who needs to be a little bit refined, but Caden Curry
How do
too
you
out of Indiana.
yeah, I was gonna ask you, do you know how to pronounce is it Botcher? Is it Botcher
I
or
think it's Bodiger.
Bottiger? Is it really?
I
Okay,
think it's
wow.
Bodiger, but I genuinely have
It
no
looks
idea.
like Botcher is how it's,
Bodger,
like,
yeah.
spelled, but yeah, no. The guy out of Oregon, though, I did hear a little bit about him, just a really it seems like he has been a long-term, starter, just a
Yeah.
really smart player, very sound, technically
Still needs
sound
to
player,
learn,
so
and develop,
mhm,
but that's why he was taken in the 4th or 5th round. But my favorite
yep,
dude, like one of my favorites outside the top 3, I think were smashes. I love Dion Burks in the 7th round.
mhm,
I think that's
mhm.
massive value for a Colts wide receiver room that looked
Take
a
a
little
shot
bleak.
on a
So
guy like that in the 7th round,
that's
why not?
speedy, bro, and it's like
Yeah,
take over the Alec Pierce role, in that regard, because Alec Pierce is now still gonna run those vertical routes, but if he's gonna be a primary one, you need someone with speed over the top after losing AD Mitchell and, so I think that was just a phenomenal find too. And I was watching it on my last day or in the last day of the draft in Costa Rica, and I just thought they had a phenomenal draft, man. I wish we could talk about it earlier, but I was really impressed given the amount of heat and the circumstances on that Chris
yeah.
Ballard was under. So they still got to play
No,
meaningful games, so we don't know though, but I like it.
I I couldn't agree more because for me, we talked about it at length. I'm glad that they went with need, right? They approached this draft and they said, "We are going to try to fill the spots as far as the positions go that
Yeah,
we need."
yeah,
And I love that Ballard did the right thing and just addressed linebacker right away with the
yeah,
best available linebacker on the board. I was like, "Thank you, God. Thank you,
yeah.
Chris
Seriously.
Ballard, for actually hearing the noise all offseason,"
Well,
right?
they traded
Because
back and still got him,
it
which I
still
think
got
was
him, yeah.
impressive. Yeah,
Because for me, man, for me, if the Colts would not have gotten either linebacker in that second or third round, someone that I felt like could be a day one starter right away, if they wouldn't have come away with one of those, in my opinion, I think it would have been a failed draft because the Colts linebacker position, we've been talking about it
it's
since the
bad.
offseason started. It's one of the worst in the NFL. I mean, they
Yeah,
were literally ranked 31st or something like
yeah,
that
yeah.
last year going into the offseason, and then they lost their, best linebacker in Zaire Franklin. So I was just like, yeah, that was the absolute utmost importance for me. So I was super happy to just see that it's a guy who is gonna be a green dot player right away. For those of you that don't know, it's probably a guy who's gonna come in and call the plays for Lou Anarumo as a rookie,
I
which
mean,
is a
think
crazy
quarterback on the offense or quarterback on the
responsibility. Yeah,
defense. Like that's what yeah.
exactly. So he's gonna be a leader. Not only is he a rookie, but he's gonna be a leader from day one on the
Yeah.
defense, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So I get Darius Leonard vibes, man. I know it's different type of players, of course, right?
I
Not
mean,
the
better
same type of
prospect
player,
coming out of
but
college. So he's
yeah,
won a green
bigger
dot for
sq
3 years in Georgia or 2 years in Georgia. Like that's a complicated defense to
yeah,
play quarterback in on the defense side of the ball. So I'm very excited, dude,
yeah.
for CJ Allen. I just think that I wanted to get his jersey, but I already have Leonard's jersey and they're both wearing the same fucking number. So now I'm like, is it worth getting a
Feels like it's
CJ
a
Allen jersey? Like
you could do one of those situations where you just, put the
see
nameplate
no,
on the
no,
back or whatever.
you do that for bad players.
I
Darius
know.
Leonard was just such a legend. It's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
I just can't do it to him, you know? So,
Yeah,
I just can't
yeah,
rock 253s. I'm sorry, CJ, but carry the legacy, dude. That'd be
yeah.
sick.
Carry the legacy on.
And we
I
didn't talk
mean,
about
hey,
Colts first round pick, dude, Sauce Gardner. Like, talk about the
sounds
first
great.
4 rounds.
Yeah,
Just,
yeah, yeah.
immense value. What a
Dude,
great draft.
was gonna say on that, with the CJ Allen 53, I feel like if he goes off and just wins defensive rookie of the year, maybe we consider,
Maybe.
we get the Allen jersey, you know?
Maybe we give
Yeah.
a jersey out to a listener that absolutely loves us too. So, we'll
That
talk
could be
about that.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That could be
that
a
could
good
be
time.
fun. But yeah, guys, so, I was like I said, I was impressed by at least definitely the top half of the draft, and then I do think they got some great value late, especially like you mentioned with Burks in the 7th round. Just take a shot, right? You never know. You never know if a
McGowan
guy is
McGowan
is
too.
gonna make it big or, make the team and actually contribute year 1. You never know. It's
Yeah.
worth a shot. So, I'm
McGowan, are you ready
excited.
to run through a fucking wall? Ready to prove everyone fucking wrong? That's what Carly told him during the draft call. So
Yeah, that was epic.
knows
And
that pick.
if you guys haven't yet, yeah, go watch on YouTube. The Colts media team has been doing a great job. Go watch, the draft plan, I believe it's called, on YouTube,
Yeah.
and it's like an extensive, almost like a movie cinematic feel for like
Yeah.
40 minutes of just behind the scenes footage of the Colts draft plan. Excellent stuff. I
Yeah.
watched, quite a bit of that, and really liked it a lot. I think one thing I wanted to do too moving forward, Addy, would be awesome is the Colts media team is starting to put out a lot more content on their YouTube. I think it'd be cool as heck to like do a reaction to
That
some
would
of
be
those.
fun as hell. We
Yeah,
should
we
do
could
that.
like watch it on and just like pause it and react and stuff.
Yeah,
That'd
we
be
should
cool.
do it. That'd be sick.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
be a good time. But
Few more
um,
things we wanna talk about though, I think, real
yeah,
quick in this pod. 2 big things. I mean, one bigger thing than the other. Kenny Moore officially, per request, released by the Indianapolis Colts yesterday.
yeah,
Cup clap for Kenny. I mean, he's been a staple, of this Colts defense, undrafted guy out of for the Patriots. We picked him up, and it's been, just a long-term starter for 8 to 9 years and very well loved, very good person, Walter Payton Man of the Year, 3-time nominee for the Colts. Just a really good dude and did really good stuff for the community and the city of Indianapolis and was a hell of a ball player too at nickel. So we're gonna miss him. Clearly, just a little bit older. Cap it is like 10, $12 million this year. Maybe just doesn't justify what it is. It kind of sucks that we're getting, and I was a little pissed off that we're getting nothing for him. But
yeah,
it is what it is. Sometimes you just got to let these vets go and it's new culture. Justin Wally, new nickel one. So will be fun to see, but very unfortunate that we just got nothing for him, but good dude, man. I hope he balls out wherever he ends up. So,
yeah. No, 100%, man. There's no better representation, I would say, for the last decade of just Colts football than Kenny Moore really, as far as on and off the field. He was a staple in the community, fan favorite, really well known and liked around the NFL.
yeah.
Like you'd be surprised, like there's a lot of people around the NFL that know Kenny Moore, and he's not really like a household name type guy most
Yeah.
of the time, but you talk to most just NFL fans from various teams across the league, they'll know who Kenny Moore is
Yeah.
because of just how big his impact was. So,
No,
yeah, very
100% agree.
thankful for everything he did for the shoe, man, and I hope personally, I always hope this. I hope guys that leave the Colts, I hope they do go and find a good team and get an opportunity to compete for a championship. I think it'd be amazing to see Kenny get himself a ring, man. That'd be fantastic. He deserves it after all of the crap he went through
Yeah.
in Indy and just the crazy times. So yeah,
Agreed. And
cup clap again for Kenny Moore.
cup clap for Kenny. Shout out. Another person, another guy that requested a trade, Anthony Richardson.
Mhm.
Doesn't seem like the Colts will release him. They're going to take on his $10 million cap hit this season. They
Kind of
denied his.
crazy, right?
Well, I actually don't mind it just because I do think this is actually
No, I meant
absurd
like
for
it's
me to
just
say.
crazy that we're here, like that
Yeah.
he's still in the building.
Yeah, he showed
Yeah,
up too for voluntary or camp or whatever, and he was slinging balls. So it's good to see that he showed up, and I think that it's the right decision to not trade him. Despite Kenny being the significantly better player at his position, I feel like AR definitely holds more value, being 23, kind of weird, super athletic athlete. Great profiles from that side of the equation. But I think you just hold on to him, see if something materializes during the season. Quarterbacks get hurt all the time. Wouldn't mind having him as a backup or a third string quarterback. God forbid DJ's not ready or something happens.
right.
But I think you just kind of hold on to him until and maybe you play him in the preseason. Things go well. People bite, trade for him. But as of right now, I think it's a good decision for the Colts to not just release him and just kind of hold on to him because his value is only going to increase whatever little value
Well,
he holds, so
and great take, Addy, because another point to add to that, think about it. You just said yourself, what you never know with DJ, right? And then
Mhm.
you're one move away
Yeah,
from one injury, one play away from not having a competent starting quarterback. We
yeah.
just saw it, Colts fans. Like we just saw what happens when your entire quarterback room goes down,
You're
right?
saying
You
we
had to
can't
go and
call back
sign
Phil?
yeah,
Uncle Phil?
we had to go sign a dude off the couch. So, no, no, all respect to Grandpa Phil. I still
Yeah,
think years from now, man, 5, 10 years from now,
he'll coach.
we are going to look back on that time and be like, "That was the coolest
Oh, seriously.
freaking thing ever, man," and
Dude,
it
I
was
look
so
back at it
epic.
right now and think it's the
It's
coolest fucking
so
thing
cool,
ever.
dude. Like, the fact that, yeah, that we lost to the Niners in the way that we did, but you and I getting to go to that game and watch Philip Rivers
Dude.
play football on Monday Night
And
Football,
played
bro,
a hell of a game too, just
that
that
was
goddamn
epic.
defense
Yeah,
let us, down, but that game against Seattle that we should have won against the national champs, you know, the Super Bowl champs, is just crazy
yeah.
what Phil did.
But I agree with you, man. Like we it's good to have Anthony Richardson there just to number 1 for his sake because I think teams want to still see, hey, can this guy throw a football?
Yeah,
Is he healthy enough to if we need him to come in and be our backup quarterback or
can do
whatever,
it.
can he do it? Yeah,
Yeah.
so number 1 and number 2, it's just good to have that depth. And if you're not going to get a 3rd, 4th, 5th round pick for
Yeah.
him,
Yeah.
it just doesn't make sense. Like, it just doesn't. Like, I
Yeah.
don't care about a 6th or 7th round pick for a guy that you literally took number 4
Overall.
overall a few
Was it a
years ago.
mistake? Sure, but, like,
Yeah,
yeah, 6th or 7th,
there's there's no point to it because I think like you said, he has more value if he does happen to find his way on the field. He has more value on that side of things than what a 6th or 7th round
and
pick would
releasing
be.
Kenny, he's
So,
worth, like, the cap hit, you know,
yeah.
taking on AR's cap hit is just worth it. You'd already declined his 5th-year option, so, I mean, writing's on the wall, but what if we just keep him, bro? Like, what if we
And
just
you
fucking keep
just
him?
never here's the craziest thing about this whole situation. We've seen wilder things,
Yeah,
okay, in the NFL. It's the freaking NFL. There's
yeah,
so much random shit that happens on a daily basis.
yeah,
We've seen crazier things. Who's to say? Who's to say that AR doesn't somehow find himself on the field and turn this thing around? I mean, that would be the craziest thing ever, right? But
yeah,
we have seen crazy shit in the
yeah,
NFL. So
yeah.
we saw Philip Rivers come off the couch at
Seriously,
44, you know what I mean, and
seriously.
play NFL football. So nothing is impossible. So I think it is a better idea to keep him
Yeah,
than to let him go for a 6th round pick.
yeah, no, I 100% agree. We're
Yeah.
aligned there,
Yep.
but
But yeah, other than that, anything else that you wanted to any thoughts that you had overall on just the upcoming training camps or off-season workouts or anything like that?
no, I'm just excited. I think it'll be cool to see some of these young guys like, you know, Hunter Waller and Justin Wally and guys that were just injured last season. And Cam Bynum said Hunter Waller had the best camp he's ever seen about any player. So that's really assuring. And I think we'll talk more about that in the next episode. But I'm just excited to see some of these guys and then this rookie class come in and perform and compete at a high level. Hopefully, we'll be there for a couple of training camps in July,
Yes.
August
Yep.
time, and just see some good ball. Give some cup reports and just have a good time. Football season's almost back, guys. It's beginning of May. Time's gonna fly by this
Yeah.
summer. Enjoy the nice weather
There'll
and then
be a
football.
there'll be, like, a dead month. I feel like there always is
Yeah.
in that
This
June. It's
month
like the
too.
middle of June, they'll be dead.
Yeah.
I
Even
will
this month.
say I was gonna say real quick, guys, make sure if you haven't yet, click that subscribe button if you're still on the episode, because the next episode we've got coming, we're gonna answer some questions from Colts fans on Twitter,
Mhm.
and just do, like, a mailbag type of episode.
Mhm.
And then next week, I assume, Addy, we'll probably get together and do, a look ahead at the schedule because the schedule release
Yeah, May
comes
14th,
out
right, or
on
something?
May 13th or 14th.
13th,
Yeah,
14th,
so
yeah.
we'll probably do a prediction, game by game like we did last year. That
That'll
was a
be
lot of
awesome.
fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Colts Unplugged. Hope you guys had a great NFL draft. And as always, go
Go
Colts.
Colts.